As an influencer, do brands pay you on the basis of the number of followers you have on Instagram, or is it based on the number of views your posts get on Instagram? What is that based on? Someone asked me this question recently because they are also looking at doing brand collaborations in the future, and they haven't really yet started focusing on their social media, but they want to do that. And my answer to them mainly was that it really depends on your location. Where are you based? For example, someone might say that I have been on Instagram pretty much since the day it launched, and I still have only 125,000 followers. A lot of people who started way after I started have tens of millions of thousands of, followers. So there is an element, yes, of the number of followers, but it also depends on where you are. Like when I was in India, 125,000 followers is actually not a lot at all, because we have a population of 1.5 billion, if I'm not wrong. But the other factors that contributed to what I was charging was that I had been a pioneer online, and I had what some would call first mover advantage. I had worked with international brands, not just Indian brands. I didn't do the typical, fashion influencer stuff. I primarily drove my social media based on my photography, and I was as authentic as I could be in that moment. So a lot of brands valued that, and hence I got paid for that. You might see that I don't really have a lot of views on a lot of my older stuff, because that I wasn't really doing much. I wasn't really looking at social media as a driver for my work anymore. Since that has shifted and I have now moved to Adelaide, there is no one else in Adelaide who has a profile like mine. So that also adds to the fact of how much I get paid. So yes, the number of followers is important. Now the number of views is also going up. The number of followers is also going up. I am much more active online. I feel a lot more connected to myself internally, so my authenticity is different. And then, brands approach me, and then it depends on the assignment and what the deliverables are, etc. I'm not into sales. I'm not selling products. I approach influencer marketing or being an influencer from the point of view of building someone's brand, helping them build the brand. So I'm never going to sign up for things like affiliate commissions. That's not what I do. That's a different way of looking at influencer marketing and a completely different approach of doing business. So are a lot of factors, and it also depends on what kind of business you want to be in as an influencer, or what kind of business the client is in. Some client might benefit from hiring me as a photographer, not really as an influencer, because they want to use those images then on their social media and their website and their marketing material. Whereas for some clients, they might hire me as both. They might see value in my photography and also see value in my audience. So they'll hire me for, the photography assignment, and then also say that we're looking at X number of posts over these number of months or weeks, and do a proper campaign like that. And then there are brands that would benefit from just my influencer content, whether we just want you to talk about our products with your audience. So there are different categories just within this business that I do as an individual. So it really varies. And again, location is very important. Hope that helps.